Hi, this is Lorianne Rickard from My Health Spin. Thanks so much for being with us today. We wanted to celebrate Medicare's birthday, which is on Saturday. This Saturday, July 30th, Medicare will be 51 years old. And on a personal note, that would have been my dad's 95th birthday. So, our family very much benefited from the Medicare coverage that my parents had. So it's fitting that it falls on my dad's birthday as well. We wanted to give you kind of some fun facts about Medicare, which we now take for granted, but it might be surprising to some of you that back when Medicare was passed 51 years ago this Saturday, that, people pretty much thought it was anarchy, very similar to what you hear about Obamacare. There were headlines in the newspaper from the American Medical Society saying, or the AMA, American Medical Association, saying that it was the beginning of socialized medicine. There was, a caricature, a cartoon on the front page of the New York Times that showed, an influx of patients with only 2 doctors, with this idea that there won't be enough doctors to see patients. And as we know, now we kind of take Medicare for granted. And it just shows you the evolution of healthcare over time. And it's always interesting to see that it does take a while for people to get comfortable with these new systems. I think all of us would agree that, seniors wouldn't actually know how to deal with their health care if they didn't have Medicare. So let's go over just some basics of Medicare, which sometimes I find our readers get a little confused about. The first point being that, we know what original Medicare is. That's Part A coverage and Part B coverage. Part A is those services that you get in the hospital, and Part B are outpatient type services when you go see the doctor, when you get an ambulance. Those kinds of things are Part B. We all know that there's Medicare Advantage programs that you can use too, and those are usually referred to as Part C type plans, which are more of an HMO type of plan. And what I mean by that is, you buy that plan and you get, assigned to a doctor, and then you get all of your services kind of originate from that doctor. And it's really your choice as to whether you want the original Medicare, or you want the Part C Medicare Advantage. There's also supplemental plans that you can buy, and Part D, which would be drug cost coverage. And there's lots of intricacies to all of those. So where's Medicare heading? There's lots of things that we talk about. First you hear that, Medicare is going to run out of money. And so there's a lot of proposals that they either raise the eligibility rate, their age, a little bit so that more people can be covered, or more likely to just say to those Americans that say you're 68 years old, but you're a doctor and you're still making $1 million a year. There's some thought that if you're over a certain amount of income and you can really afford your own health care, why wouldn't you wait longer to select Medicare so that other people could take advantage of it? In the current election, we're hearing much about people talking about maybe Medicare should be offered to more people at a younger age, say like 55 and older, so that if you were having difficulty in your 50s getting health care insurance, you'd be eligible for Medicare. And last but not least, there's a lot of discussion about the fact that, we should be able to negotiate rates from drug companies and those kinds of things to get lower costs for prescription drugs for everyone. So happy birthday, Medicare. And, we look forward to your questions and comments. If you like this post, please go on Facebook and let us know what you think. And also, we are on LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and we, as always, would love to hear from you. Francesca, you're trying to tell me something. My trusty assistant. Oh, I also, Francesca is reminding me, thank you, Francesca, that I was interviewed for Grandparents Magazine, and that article is out today in grandparents.com. Is that right, Francesca? And we just loved working with them on the article. It talks a lot about Medicare. So if you're interested in more information, check that out. And I think you can find that on our website and blog and Facebook page as well, a link to that. So have a great day and happy birthday, Medicare, and we'll see you next week.